Hi girlies, today's video is a really fun chit chat, do my makeup with me while I try a bunch of new makeup. I did a haul at Sephora the other week, and I also went to an event called Create Hers, and it was for like micro influencers and UGC creators, and there was a goodie bag with a bunch of different products from different brands to try. So today I'm just doing my makeup, trying all of those new products and a few new techniques. So if you want to see how I did this look, then keep on watching. Okay, so starting off, I already did my eyebrows and I used this Morphe micro brow pencil in chocolate mousse. I love this and I actually am running out. I need to get another one. Oh, and then I set my brows with this NYX the brow glue in dark brown. So that's my eyebrows, and I'm gonna go in with this Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Universal Blurring Balm Powder. I've heard a lot about this blurring balm powder, so I definitely wanted to try it out, and I think it's mattifying, but it goes on as a balm and then dries into like a powder texture. I've heard great things about Danessa Myricks. I've used a couple of her products. On the face, it does feel like it's drying into a powder. It doesn't feel super drying like some mattifying primers I've used, which like, I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. It definitely has like a silicone-y texture. And next I'm gonna try out the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I've seen this all over TikTok. This is shade 7 and originally I got shade 8, but it seemed too dark. This one is definitely a little bit too light. So I bet that like I would be a mix of shade 7 and 8, but I'm just gonna use this for now since it's going under my foundation or my skin product anyway. And hopefully it like, you know, goes out to being sheer. So I'm going to take a big blending brush, I think. This big blending brush, and just blend this out. Do you guys see a difference? I don't know. I guess there maybe is kind of a little difference. Okay, the next two products I have are a concealer and a color corrector. So this is the Haus Labs Concealer, and this is in shade 43. And I also have this Kosas Color Corrector, and this is in shade Supernatural. And I'm actually going to, so I saw a tip from like this makeup artist that you should mix the concealer like on your hand and really blend it into your brush for like an airbrushed finish on your face. So I'm just putting a little concealer and a little bit of color corrector and some of the concealer on my hand. I'm just gonna mix these two together. And I think I'm gonna do 2 layers, one to color correct and then another to actually conceal. This, I tried it out the other day and it is so pigmented. I would not put this directly on my face. And I think it's nice to just tone it down with the concealer. This concealer is like really tacky. It's not like liquidy that much. It feels more like I don't know, it's a little bit sticky, which I think maybe is good for long wear and stuff. So I'm just mixing more on my hand. I'm gonna go around my mouth a little too with the excess. Oh, and also I forgot to prime my eyelid, so I'm just gonna do that now with this Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. I'm just gonna blend this in with my finger. The other thing that the makeup artist was saying is to take whatever your face product is and rub it into, well, she said to pour some into your hand, but this is a cream formula. So I'm just gonna rub this into my hand. I feel like this is so like messy. So I have some in my hand. And she said the same thing, like I'm actually maybe gonna take this like kabuki brush and dab the product into the brush like this and then apply it. I don't know if you can see the difference from this side to this side, but I actually definitely can. Like, there's just no blemishes on this side, but it doesn't look like I have product on. She might have been right. She might have ate with that one. And I'm using a skin tint, so it's gonna take a little bit more time for me to build up the coverage. But if you have like a fuller coverage foundation, it'll be a little easier to like build up the coverage. I feel like that looks really good. So that's the base done. Like, I feel like my base has never looked this good. And I'm gonna try the same thing with a smaller brush for my concealer. And I'm gonna take this brush. This is what I usually use for my concealer. I wish it was like smaller, but it's the density that I think I'm gonna need. So working that in. I love that. And like, I'm almost like, wait, there's nothing on my face. Like, it doesn't look like I have that much on my face, but I definitely can tell the difference between like seeing the orange peeking through from the color corrector here, and like I don't see that on this side. And as far as this concealer, it's very creamy, which I like, and it's tacky. It seems like it's gonna like stay in place, and it definitely, I think it's full coverage. It's not as bright as I want it to be, so I might go in with another concealer just on top of it. This is like the best my base has looked in a while. Yeah, this is a really nice concealer. I like the consistency, but I feel like I maybe need a lighter shade for brightening. So I'm gonna go in with this Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Sculpting Concealer in shade Chestnut. And I'm gonna try to go in with a smaller brush, and I'm just gonna place this right in the inner corner. Yeah, that's the exact brightness I needed. And I'm not gonna do too much. I may do a little bit on the outer corner of my eye as well. That is beautiful. Okay, let me go wash my hand because it's a hot mess now. Okay, now I'm gonna go in and contour, and I'm using my trusted espresso from Fenty Beauty. And I think I actually am just gonna go right onto the face, but I'm just gonna warm it up on my hand a little bit. And I do put this directly on my nose, but instead of dragging it, I stamp it, and I go all the way into my like brow bone a little bit. Oh, I didn't even tell you guys where I'm going today. So I'm going to a play in Hell's Kitchen, and it's called All Night, and it came up as an Instagram ad for me. And like, honestly, the Instagram ads know me so well. Like, I'm so glad I'm so glad for the ads, because like I never would have known about that play if not for the ads. But the reason I was interested is, one, it's on my like bucket list this year to see a play. I used to go watch plays like all the time in college, and I haven't really gone to any since leaving school or finishing school. I didn't like drop out. But this one has Whitney from College Girls in it, and I was like, oh, like obviously I'm gonna go see my girl, especially because the season is over. But yeah, I'll definitely let you guys know how it was. And then I have some friends that live in the city, so I'm just gonna visit them before the play. But I just thought I'd dress up and be a little cute for my little kind of solo date, kind of hanging out with friends. And I am going to the play by myself, so it is a cute little solo date. Okay, that's the contour all blended out. And for blush, I'm going to go into my Curve case by Makeup by Mitchell. I posted a little YouTube short trying these out. And which color should I go for today? I'm gonna go with the pink and the orange. I'm gonna do these two colors. And I think I'll put the pink more and like towards the center of my face and the orange more out. And a little definitely goes a long way with this, so I'm going to not go crazy. And I'm gonna go like really close to my under eye as well because I kind of like that blush look. I'm gonna take a different brush for the orange shade and put that more like towards this part. I think that's pretty cute. I think I'm gonna use this foundation brush to blend this out. I look so flush, I love it. And now I'm going to go in with powder. So first I'm gonna use, this isn't like super new, I got this a couple months ago, but this is the Lawless pressed powder in Tan Deep. And the girlies were saying like if you really want your makeup to look flawless, then putting on a pressed powder followed by a setting powder is gonna give you that look. So I'm gonna take this on a brush and just lightly tap it underneath my eye. And I definitely get creasing underneath my eye, so I don't want to put too much powder in the actual creases. I'm gonna go around my nose a little and kind of like on the sides of my mouth. So there's that. And now I'm gonna go back in and use my pressed powder, and I'm gonna use the One Size pressed powder in Dark Deep. Sometimes I mix the Ultra Pink powder with this one, but today I'm just gonna use the Dark Deep. And I'm just taking this powder puff, and the key here is really like once you get it on your powder puff, like blend it into your skin like this so that it applies evenly to the face. And I'm gonna take this on a bit of a whiter surface than the other powder. So kind of like all along this under eye into the side of my nose and on top of my mouth. And then whatever is left over on my hand, I'm gonna take for like the bridge of my nose, the center of my forehead, my chin. I think I might cut my cheeks a little for a little reverse contour effect. So there's that. And then immediately I'm gonna go in with this is also a new product for me. It's the Rare Beauty Tinted Pressed Finishing Powder, but I got it in shade Espresso because I wanna try to use it to set my cream contour. So I think I'm going to go back in with my contour brush and just dab my brush on here. Make sure it's not too much product. And lightly go over where my contour was. I feel like this, I like it, but it's kind of like muddy a little. I don't like my contour to look too muddy, but I think I will be able to like manage it with my bronzer that I put on. So we'll see. But I am looking for a powder contour that isn't like super warm like a bronzer, but also doesn't look muddy on the skin. And I'm going to go in and blend this all together using my big foundation brush. I actually don't know what kind of brush this is, but I like to use it to blend everything. I think this is coming together very well. Now I'm gonna go in with Mocha Mommy from Fenty. This is like my Holy Grail face product. And it's kind of like a mix between a bronzer and a blush. And I just love to apply it to bring a lot of warmth back into my skin. And hopefully that offsets the kind of muddiness of the contour. Put it on my nose a little bit. On the top of my forehead, I love to put a little bronzer. And I really pack it on. Now I want to move on a little bit to the eyes. And I'm going to keep it really simple with my eyes. One makeup look that I found that I really like, and it's so simple, is just putting like a dark brown eyeshadow on my eyelids. So let me bring you guys in closer so you can see that. I'm gonna take, this is a new brush for me, but, and this brand is called Jessup, and this is in MUL 13. But I'm gonna take this with this Morphe Party Crasher eyeshadow palette, and I'm taking this dark brown shade here, and I'm just going to place it onto my lid. This is definitely a makeup look where it can be messy but still cute. And maybe I'll take a bigger brush and just blend that out. So already I feel like that adds a lot of like definition to the eyes. And I think what I'll do is, so this is a new product as well. It's the Kosas Soul Gazer Intensifying Gel Eyeliner. This is in shade Allure, and it's a dark enough, like dark brown eyeliner for dark skinned girls like me. Sometimes the browns are not dark enough where like they can't show up on our skin tone, but this one definitely does. So I'm gonna take this and tight line my eyes. And I like to go all the way across into my inner corner. My eye is tearing up a little. But do you see the difference in definition from this eye to this eye just with tight lining? So that's the eyes tight lined. And then I want to put a little bit of like shimmer on the lids. This is something that came in the gift bag from the creators event as well. The blush side, I feel like this will look ashy on me, but I think maybe the Illuminator, this Illuminator might look cute like on the lid. So I'm just gonna take some on a little fluffy brush and see what happens. It's very subtle, but I kind of like it. And I'm just keeping it to the center of my lids for this. I'll go back in with this fluffy brush just to blend it together. And then I think I'm gonna go back in with this eyeliner and just kind of do a little wing on the top of my lid and smudge it out some. I think I might just go back to the original eyeshadow palette and take that same brown and just drag it down into my lower lash line a little bit, just to like balance out the eye. Just to clean up a little, I'm just gonna take what powder is left on this powder puff and dab it along my under eye and along the side right here. Oh, and of course I'm gonna put mascara on. So that's the eyes done. I feel like they're very defined, but like not too much. And using brown instead of black definitely makes a big difference. For my lips, I'm going to take this NYX eyeliner in shade dark brown and just line them. And I want to go with like a nude lip for this, like a very neutral nude. And then I'm actually gonna go back in with my curve case and take this shade because I feel like it's a perfect like nude pink for the lips. And then I'm gonna go on top of that with this lip balm, liquid lip balm that was in the creators goodie bag, and just put this as like a gloss on top. And there's the lip. And lastly, I'm just gonna go in with my setting spray. I'm using this L'Oreal Paris Infallible 3-second setting mist. This is taking the cake in terms of setting sprays. Even better than the one size one and like a lot cheaper. So this is the finished makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed. I definitely love trying out all these products. Let me know if you guys want me to do like a formal like review of different products. I hope you enjoyed this video, maybe learned something. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Love you, bye.